Seen a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with their opponents. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first carry for Raheem Mostert. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd and a yard, Jackson. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And Deebo Samuel's another one of those young receivers that not only looks like a running back, but plays like one after the catch. And he had one of the best seasons among 2019's rookie receivers. Just over 800 yards receiving, but by the time the playoffs hit, he'd become WR1 for the 49ers. And now with the departure of Emmanuel Sanders, that should give him even more looks. Look for him to catch the ball downfield and also take it out of the backfield.
He was looking for the rookie Brandon Ayuk. And it's 2nd down. And going for Ayuk again. This time he's got him. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ayuk. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2nd down and 3. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. They find some open field here. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Their own 28-yard line.
starts, and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Sanders, the ball.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of
17. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 mark. Check right, 54, right, 54. I got 2 pump.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he finds his tight end, it's Hurts. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
A gain of 32.
A gain of 32 that time. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run on 1st down. Sanders, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big bull.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 24, Jackson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 4-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On second down, it's Sanders, and he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
A gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Niners 7, Eagles 6.
Have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
At the 14.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, Mostert, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll run with Mostert, and across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
At the
working with a 2nd and 3. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Miles Sanders.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Hurts to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
A gain of 4 yards.
That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Throwing is Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it's going to be 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here comes Pettis on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
Tackle made at his own.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Mike, 49. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Mike, 49. Mike, 49.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, there's 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Brings up
frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Brings up third down.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Hurts sets up to throw it. 4th down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage. The line there on the coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Go, go, go. Go, 7.
Now it's Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Eagle 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The Sanders has got it complete. Call it no gain there on the first down play. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Loss on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Hurts fumbles it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown,
Marquise Goodwin. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that could alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
They'll throw now on the final play. Deep ball for Goodwin. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these teams offensively just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
So to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown all.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, 81 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Jake Elliott on
solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Will Parks. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
44-yard line.
On first down, it's Sanders. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's rush coming, and he's taken down. Quan Alexander gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
And it's third down. Third and long.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Once again, it's Mostert. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was second in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Another run with Sanders. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
A gain of a yard.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
for it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
First down, Philadelphia.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Eagles.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
He's tackled.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Push him back. Push him back. Undercut. Undercut. Back to 60. Back to 60.
Second down. Here's Jalen Hurts. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Back now here in Santa Clara.
49ers.
It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. The Eagles on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is third down and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
He's taken down at the 17-yard.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but now it'll be third down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
On third down, Jackson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
You got nothing. 19 right. 47. Check, 47. So we got man.
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Jackson. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Brings up 2nd and
looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try it now with Mostert. 1st down and a little extra for Mostert. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
At the 34-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running the counter with Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Athleticism on display there by Derek Barnett to come up and get him. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. On the slant, able to find Ayuk. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Jackson. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw is Jackson on 3rd down, escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Mostert, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Eagles 29.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
3rd down.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun, it's Hurts. Javon Kinlaw in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return is Pettis. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
At the 42-yard line.
Throwing now is Jackson. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep. They'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Eagles, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.